Hey guys, this is Dr.JTM, the General Medicine and a Rheumatology Resident, and I welcome you to my channel Dr.JTM. And the topic is very interesting. So, whether should you sit for one more year and appear for NEET PG 2026, or should you take whatever that you get? In my opinion, I'll be very much straightforward to you. I'll be telling on whatever the pros and whatever the cons of staying for one more year or not staying for one more year. And at the same time, I will tell you if you have decided to not stay for one more year and take whatever you get, and how you need to plan and analyze, because this is future, not just simply one's own opinion. Because I have seen students or aspirants asking their seniors or asking many faculty on various social media platforms whether give a opinion, whether should I sit for one more year or just take whatever seat that I get. It's not just an opinion, it's how you plan for your future that is more important than just a opinion or answer to a question. So simple opinion would be don't just sit for one more year, just take whatever that you get. That is very simple. But the point is not that. To all those people who have been appearing for NEET PG exams since last 2 years, if you have attempted this as your second attempt, then I would say don't go for one more year, because every year that you stay, the mental status and your physical status will alter. Your body won't be readily available for you to work hard as previous year. It requires lot of mental stability and strength to give that much efforts every year, because every year you are saturating your brain so much that you are losing the confidence in your own self. You are losing confidence in your future. You are not having a vision or path to what you are going to do in the upcoming near future. So you will be feeling like, I'll sit for one more year, I'll get a PG seat and I'll be very much fine, that's it. No. After the 3 years or 4 years after PG attempt and you get a seat, and you will just see 4 years what others have done, what you have done, and you will again feel low confidence in the PG. So this is all like a vicious cycle which you can't avoid. But whatever the energy that you wanted to put in your residency life or in your post graduation, in whichever college or whichever branch that you are going to take, try to analyze the branch that you are going to take. To all those people who wants to take this opinion, listen very carefully. I will tell you how you can plan for your future so you can excel in any branch that you take. But how you need to plan for the future, you have to, for example, a person who got a 40,000 rank and they have taken anesthesia, which is not in their list of branches, but they just have to take it because they don't want to sit for one more year. Then take this anesthesia as your life branch and try to study how the life will be in anesthesia. Now you have to do some research. How anesthesia as a branch will be in the next 5 years. What is the earning capability? How the work-life balance will be? And you need to talk to various anesthetists, how they are practicing, what way they have progressed in their life. Because many anesthetists or anestheticians have gone into market in such a way they are working as a permanent anesthesiologist in the corporate setup, or they are doing as a freelancer in various different hospitals and earning very good, or they are going for a critical care medicine DM or a fellowship and they are earning a lot. So depending on how and why they have decided, because people who wants to stay in tier 2 cities, they will definitely choose going for a freelancing. So if you want to go for tier 2, you can opt for freelancing. Or people who want to stay only in metropolitan, they have to stick with a corporate hospital on a contract basis or whatever it is. So you have to take each doctor from each tier of city and talk to them, analyze yourself. And next thing, you have to go and talk to the anesthesia PG resident on discussing about the life in PG residency, because it is all about whether you can handle the life or not. When you go, you are very much alien to the department. You don't know what's going on. You will be very much new with the topics they are saying or whatever the procedures they are doing. So whether you can handle it or not, whether the pressure that you can handle it, work hours that you can handle it, the topics that has to be studied, can you handle it? So all this advice will be given only by the PG residents, like second year or third year seniors. That thing you have to do. And third thing, what your future plan is, how you wanted to earn, when you wanted to start a family, so likewise where you wanted to settle. So this has to be written down. This has to be in a blueprint before you decide to not to sit for one more year and take whatever branch that you are going to get. So the list that you have to prepare is that, first thing, how the PG resident's life will be, whether you can handle it mentally, physically, whether you can study that particular subject or not. And second thing, how you can fetch in future like how you wanted to practice in this particular branch, whether you want to put your own setup, or whether you want to work in corporate setup, or whether you want to go for freelancing, or whether you want to just go for super specialty and go on a higher scale in your profession. And third thing, when you want to start your family, where do you want to settle, like which city you wanted to settle, on what scale you wanted to settle, how you wanted to practice. Like few doctors there are who are practicing for limited hours, and few are and they are doing business for the rest of the time. Like it all depends on how you wanted to take your future prospective life. So that progress has to be written in a blueprint, and you have to have a clarity before you can take any branch that is thrown on you. So you will know what possible branches can be thrown at you. So likewise, you have to be prepared, and you have to take the opinions, build a blueprint, then you go and take whatever the branch, because you won't be in an uncertain mindset. Why I have taken this is not my branch. I have dreamt for dermatology, radiology, I have to take anesthesia, psychiatry. You don't need to be dull or depressed, because once you take it, that's it for life. You should not regret. But how you can excel, or how you can progressively build in that branch is what that matters. So second point, those people who are still thinking even after writing 2 times 3 times of NEET PG to go into next year, I really say hats off to you, because times have changed. In 2019-20, people staying for 1-2 years and or 3 years and getting a PG seat and coming into market and practicing, they have scope of fetching in their career. But now, and down the line, after 5 years, people staying for 2-3 years, after they complete the PG, they are really uncertain about their job, like whether they can get a good job even after doing such a PG, wasting so many years. Their life hasn't progressed, their family hasn't stabilized, money is not flowing, everything becomes so stressful. The life has changed, time has changed. So it's up to you how you are going to prepare your mind and body. You have to tell, if you have given 100% effort last year and you did not crack the NEET PG exam, this time 150%, 200%, but is your mind ready and body ready for that 150-200%? That thing you have question yourself, make yourself ready, make your mind ready, then only go into the preparation. Because once the counseling is done, or once everybody has joined in their PG, there is no looking back thinking your friends have joined, I have wasted my year, this year I'm not preparing, because it won't be the same way. This is the time when the results have come and you're really aggressive. I have prepared so well, next time I'm going to prepare very well. But that energy or the aggression will slowly fade away after 2-3 months of your next preparation cycle, and eventually you will fall in a trap where I should have taken whatever that I have got. So just think about your future before you make a decision. But you have just given once, probably you will definitely have that zeal and energy or hunger to sit one more year and correct whatever mistakes that you have done, then build much more stronger memory and stronger core concepts, and you can give a good attempt, and you will be really satisfied with the rank that you get next year. But otherwise, I would say don't just stick on to this PG trap that saying I will only take the branch or the college that I want. Because please take a wise decision before wasting one more year. This is what I'll say. I think you got a clarity on how you need to build a blueprint. If you think you are still in a dilemma or confused about this thing on how you can build a blueprint, or when how you can get a clarity about your future steps in your career, then just ping me or comment down, or you can reach me on my Instagram or my mail ID. All I'm putting it in the description and on the, so just ping me. I'll be really happy to help you guys. And I think that's it for this video. I'll be coming with one more great video. Until then, this is Dr. JT signing off.